Hi guys, welcome to today's vlog. Today I thought about doing a vlog on names that we loved but we will not be using with our children. Given the fact that we're having our last one currently, there's a list of names that we considered but we decided that we're not going to use them. And we thought they might be useful information to future parents trying to decide what name to pick for their children. So here they are. If we had a boy, we considered Louis, which is also a king's name. It's also very, very common and has become more and more famous ever since the royal family decided to name their youngest Louis as well. My husband liked Louis because he used to watch Life with Louis when he was little, so that's one of the things that he considered when he liked this name. A second boy name that we considered was Jackson. I think it's also a very mature name, a good name for a child and an adult. I've also considered always when I put a name to my children that the name sounds nice for a baby but also for a grown-up, because imagine that when they're gonna be grown-ups you don't want to be calling them a baby name. Obviously you can find nicknames for them and shorten their names while they're little, but the full name has to be a grown-up name in my mind, in our mind, so that when they grow up they are not ashamed of their names. So I liked Jackson very much, and also I considered it because it's very, very common as well, and because it reminds me of Michael Jackson, which I'm a very big fan of. Third boy name that we considered was Jacob, and I have to say it's again a very common name in English. There's so many Jacobs all around. It's just I like that when you shorten it you can just call him Jake, and I found it really nice, pleasant to the hearing, and I don't know, I really liked it. Another name that I liked was Zachary. Zachary because you can shorten it Zach, and because I find it a very nice name, also with biblical meaning. You can find Zachary in the Bible, and you can find very, very many Zach nowadays that you can like as actors and so on. And me and my husband used to watch Sweet Life with Zach and Cody when we were little. Again, I really liked Zach in this series, so this is one of the names that stuck with me. And the last name I considered, that was before I even had Sophie. I considered Eric and Erika if it was a girl, but it didn't stick with me. I think it's a very nice name. I just didn't feel like it was a good name for us. Going to girls' names, that's a difficult one, I have to say, because there's so many girl names that we liked. My husband liked Anastasia very much. In the end, we decided that shortening it to Anna would make it just too simple. Like it wouldn't be such a big deal. We have Sophie and we have Matthias, which are both a princess and a king's name. So we thought we couldn't name our third just, Anna or something so simple as that. So if we would have named her Anastasia, then that would mean calling her the whole name all the time, which sometimes is too long. But it was a name that we considered for a long time, so we really liked it. Another girl name that we liked so much was Victoria. We can shorten it Vicky. It means victory. For us, it would have had a big meaning because Victoria victory for our last one would mean that we finally got, what we wanted. Our family was complete and all that. We considered it. I liked it very much. My husband, not so much. So we thought, let's find other names. Another name that we considered was Zoe, which actually we're going to use as a middle name because my daughter was stuck on this name. I never even considered Zoe before, but ever since she found out she was going to be a big sister again, she was going to have another brother or sister, she kept saying she wants the baby to be called Zoe. So I said, if it's a girl, it might work, but what if it's a boy? She got stuck on Zoe and she kept saying it's baby Zoe, that it actually stuck with us as well. So we are calling the baby most of the times baby Zoe. But the main name that we stuck with will not be Zoe. That's going to be the middle name. Zoe is simple, it's short, it's very nice. Given the fact that we have Sophie, we have Matthias, we call him Matti. It would have been Sophie, Matti, and Zoe. So it sounded really nice together. So this is something that we thought it's okay. We can stick with it. But it's not enough. It's very nice, but it's not enough. Just Zoe. So we went for a main name and a middle name with her as well. The other name I had in mind, well, I liked Helen. My husband didn't, because, so many, in our country, in our culture, there's so many people that are over the age of 40 or 50 with this name. So it gets kind of considered like an older name. So he really wanted something special. I liked Alexandra, but my husband's name is also Alexandra. So he didn't like it. He said it's too common a name. And we considered so many other names. I like Grace, I like Hope, but we were going to find a special name for our baby. So this is actually a very difficult choice when you have a girl. For boys, we had a handful of names that we considered and they were okay, and we could have just picked any of them and we were okay with it. We were mainly going to go with Louis. But as a girl, it's very difficult to pick a name because we liked many names. We liked Isabel, we like Catherine, especially because you could shorten it Katie. And Katie is such a beautiful name for a little girl. And it also has very nice meaning and history, so we thought it's nice as well. We liked Elizabeth, especially because you could call her Lizzie. We liked Diana. But there's so many things to consider when we pick a name, and we had some things that we had to make sure the name will fit to, like the family name, the middle name, the names of the other children. We didn't want to repeat names that are already in the family, because of course we had another option. If we had a boy, would have been to put Michael, but of course my brother was Michael, so it wasn't something that we wanted to repeat. When my son was born, he was born on Christmas. We also had a Christian, but because my father-in-law is Christian, we didn't want to repeat. So we're going for names that are not in the family so far. And in some cases, like in my son's name, we used also Nicholas because my husband's grandfather was called Nicholas, and he died right a month after I had Sophie. So in his memory, we decided to put that name as well. And it was, something that we felt that we wanted to do. So when picking a name for your baby, please take into account not only what names you like, but how it sounds all together with the family name. We are from Romania. We live in the UK, so we had to consider names that are easy to pronounce in English, easy to pronounce in Romanian, so our grandparents and our family back home can say them too. And as well as people here, because they would go to school here, they'll build their life here, and if they want to move from this country, they're going to move to another country. Probably best to choose international names, right? Names that can be pronounced in many languages. With Sophie, I didn't call her Sophia. I wanted something special, so I chose Sophie. And then I discovered that Sophie is written the same in French, in English, in German. So that would be very helpful for her if she decides to move in another country someday. You never know where your children might end up. It's their decision, and it's best to, guide them to have the best life they can have, and respect their decisions and help them as much as possible. And in respect to the names, we have a Romanian family name. So, of course, when you choose a name, it has to sound good with the family name. And, well, my husband originally didn't like Zoe because he considered it's a car name. There's a Renault car that actually is called like that, and he was like, I'm not gonna name my child after a car. So of course we had to pick a main name, and I kept this middle name because my daughter still calls the baby Zoe. So we made our decision, and I wish good luck to any of you who are looking to pick baby names and who are gonna have babies. And see you again next time. Have a lovely day.